This is the Medicine Hat and District Chamber of Commerce with your daily COVID-19 update for April 14th. We're back after the long weekend, and we hope you took some time to celebrate a little bit differently this Easter long weekend and connected virtually with family and friends. There was still some activity and changes over the weekend, and on April 11th, the COVID-19 Emergency Response Act received royal assent, bringing the Canada Emergency Wage Subsidy into law. The Government of Canada also announced additional details of the subsidy, including eligible employers, eligible periods, eligible employees, the change in revenue from 30% in March to now only requiring a 15% decrease in revenues for March, in addition to clarification on the calculation of revenues, the amount of subsidy and special rules, along with looking at a refund for certain employer-paid contributions to EI and CPP for eligible employers for each week where employees are on leave with pay for which the employer is eligible to claim for the Canada Emergency Wage Subsidy. It also outlines how the program interacts with the 10% temporary wage subsidy and the work sharing program, so make sure you check out the additional details. Also, in preparation, you'll want to make sure you have your CRA My Business account set up and have direct deposit established through your account to ensure the quickest means of payment possible. More details about the application process will be made available in the coming days. The Government of Canada announced it would provide $50 million to help farmers and all food production and processing employers put in place the measures necessary to follow the mandatory 14-day isolation period required of all workers arriving from abroad. You can find more details online. Service Alberta is making temporary changes to several acts and regulations to help businesses, public bodies, and non-profits remain compliant, and has issued a ministerial order that will temporarily suspend or modify provisions related to timelines, location and distance, as well as utility payments and access to information requests. The Government of Alberta is also working hard to source personal protective equipment and expedite its distribution to groups and organizations in need. If you haven't already done so, non-Alberta health services facilities such as pharmacies, disability service providers, social service and civil society groups, and independent medical clinics should submit requests for PP&E by emailing the government directly. And you can find the email link on our website. The provincial government is providing $3 million to Caregivers Alberta to expand supports for caregivers during the COVID-19 pandemic and into the future. There's peer and community supports currently available through the toll-free Caregiver Advisor line at 1-877-453-5088 and online at caregiversalberta.ca. The Government of Alberta also announced that it will match dollar-for-dollar donations up to $2 million between April 15th to May 31st for designated Alberta-based charities and nonprofits with COVID-19 fundraising campaigns. Locally, the matching funds will benefit the Community Foundation of Southeast Alberta COVID-19 Response Fund. The Government of Alberta is also providing $5 million in funding to support food banks and community organizations in their food supply efforts during the COVID-19 pandemic. The funding will support food supply efforts for Albertans in need and charities, not-for-profits, food banks, and civil society organizations looking to help Albertans during the COVID-19 pandemic. Many parents and caregivers are getting questions from young people in their lives. To help respond, a new fact sheet is available online at alberta.ca/COVID-19. It's aimed at kids and their families and is meant to spur open, honest conversations with our children about coronavirus and the measures being taken to prevent the spread. In our advocacy efforts, the Canadian Chamber of Commerce has urged all levels of government to listen to the more than 60 industry associations that have called for the postponement of all non-essential new regulations and unnecessary consultations that would distract from our members' ability to manage the COVID-19 crisis. We also had a call today with the Alberta Chambers of Commerce to discuss questions and concerns and relay our information through the Alberta Chambers to government. And the Canadian Chamber of Commerce also had a teleconference call on supply chain issues. So if there are any concerns that you have that we can take forward on your behalf, please do connect with us and let us know. We also know that during a crisis, relevant and timely data is mission critical, and that's why we've partnered with provincial, national, and international organizations to understand what businesses are going through during this unprecedented time, but also providing information as we recover. It's essential that we collect current data to fully understand the extent of the impact on businesses in Canada in order to influence and inform decisions of government in the weeks and months ahead. We won't be promoting many surveys, and we know that surveys can be challenging, but we felt 3 in particular were important. There's a provincial survey in partnership with the Alberta Chambers of Commerce, Economic Developers Alberta, and Community Futures, which is open until April 26th. A federal survey with the Canadian Chamber of Commerce in partnership with Statistics Canada that is open until April 17th. And a global survey with the International Chamber of Commerce in partnership with the World Health Organization that's open until April 27th. As always, there's lots of upcoming webinars that you can attend for free, and there is one on April 15th with Shopify, so you can explore how you can use e-commerce to keep your business up and running, as well as to explore the use of resources and e-commerce tools that you can access through Shopify. This is your opportunity to ask questions about the platform and potentially how you can transition your business to online operations. There's also a webinar on the 13 ways. There's a blog that has the 5 tips to take today to help your business flourish tomorrow. And they're also holding a webinar on COVID-19 in your business on April 16th. So we encourage you to look at all of the upcoming webinars and take this opportunity to expand on your learning and business concepts and ideas as you move forward. Take care, and we'll talk to you again soon.